Okay, I'm going to give us a little bit of a head start because it would be hard to figure out of context. So in this section of the piece, we're in D minor, and this is actually our 4 chord. Okay, so we're on a 4 chord for this whole bar. Now remember, there are going to be passing tones in here. This is not a chorale kind of thing. So we can call this note a passing note. Passing notes are all over real music. We don't see them so much in our examples, but they exist. So let's next look at this bar. What do we have here? Well, actually, let me just give you a clue. Jump out to the next bar, and we know that we have a 5. Okay, so there's a 5 here, there's a 4 here. We're in a predominant area, probably still predominant here, going to the 5. So, yeah, there's probably an augmented 6 chord here, right? But which one? Well, let's figure it out. So, what do we need for an augmented 6 chord? Our 5 is A, so if we kind of step backwards from that, we know that we're going to need, well, even regardless of that, if our key is D minor, we're going to need a flat 6 and a sharp 4. So our flat 6 is going to be B flat. Okay, so where do we have a B flat in this bar? It's right there. It's going through the whole bar. Okay, so this bar has a B flat going through all the notes. Okay, so check, we have our flat 6. Do we have a sharp 4? Our sharp 4 in the key of D is going to be, G is our 4, so G sharp. Yes. G sharp, going all the way through the whole bar right there. Great. Okay, so now we need that tonic somewhere, right? D. Do we have that anywhere? We do, right there. This is a D. Remember our clef issue here. D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Yes, this is a D. So this is a D, this is a D, and this is a D. Okay? So we have D in most of the measure. We don't have a D here. We might call that just a passing tone, or maybe even a neighbor tone. But we'll see how that shakes out. So D. So we have all the ingredients of the Italian 6, right? Do we have the ingredients of the French 6? Well, let's start with the German. With the German 6, right? The German 6, if we go back over here and look, we need a flat 3. So flat 3 in D would be F. We have that here, but we don't have an F anywhere else. Okay? So we definitely have a German 6 here. Okay? What about our French? With our French, we don't want that F, but we want a 2, right? So in the key of D, that would be E, which we have right there. So actually, what's happening here is we're going German to French, right? If we can call that a passing tone, or a neighbor tone, actually. Let's call that a neighbor tone, because it is. Trust me. Then what happens on the last chord? Wouldn't it be cool if our Italian popped up there? Well, that actually does. Because check it out. Here was our 2 weird notes, and now we're just down to 1, right? So we have this 3, 2, 1. And that is doubled here. These are the same note, octave apart. And that gives us an Italian. So we actually step through all 3. I don't know what I just did to turn that gray again, but it still works. So this is why this is kind of a famous example, because we go 4, German, French, Italian, 5, right? And then here we get to 1. Okay, so all 3 Italian 6 chords smashed into there. Let's hear it. Neat, huh? Kind of a cool trick. It's kind of a dark sound, because it's kind of a lot of out of key stuff that's happening right there, but it really pushes us to that 5, right? You can feel all of this measure just really pushing hard with all of these G sharps up to A, and then this big B flat flopping down to A, really pushing us to 5. Nice trick. Well done, Wolfgang. Okay, in the next section, I'm going to give you this file because I had to use 4 lines to make this, so it's not included in our master MuseScore file, but I'll give you this as a separate file right in the next bit, and then we'll continue on.